It's plumbing day. All right, guys, so we are going to try to get all of the plumbing done on this pool today. So we got to be able to replace this line. It's currently an 1.5 inch PVC line. We're going to run a 2-inch PVC line all the way down here and then back to the pump house coming out of the pump. So this will be the new supply line to the pool coming from the pump. So I want to upgrade the size just so the pump's not working as hard and we can get a lot more flow through it. So first things first, we're going to be able to dig this pipe up. I want to see kind of the routing, see how deep it is. I'll probably end up taking it a little bit deeper because I can see it sticking out of the ground over here. And then we're gonna run to Home Depot, get all of the pipe, glues, fittings, whatever we need, and then be able to plumb it in and then cover it back up, hopefully at the end of the day today. But let's get started digging. We're making good progress. All right, so I got that part of the trench dug all the way up to the fence. This part should be pretty shallow, but before I start digging, I want to go ahead and get the weed whacker and clean all of this grass up, just so it makes it easier when we're throwing dirt around. We're making progress. Got this pipe exposed all the way down to here, so probably have about another, I'd say 12-15 feet to go. This pipe is ending up a lot deeper in the dirt than I was expecting, which is kind of a good thing for where the pipe is going to be in the long run, but bad thing for me having to dig it up. But let's go ahead and do this the easy way. Woo! Well, we got the trench dug. Man, that took a little longer than expected, and it was fun running a shovel for the first time in a while. So this is an 1.5 inch pipe going all the way back. I want to dig that a little deeper, but I think what I'm going to do next is start cutting this out. Let's go ahead and take a look in the pump house, and I will show you where this is coming out from the filter. Hopefully I don't get stung by a wasp while working in here. But this is the line coming out of the filter. So it goes around and then down. This valve, we're gonna have to replace this valve. This is what we keep open in the winter to maintain the level of the pool, but then we'll basically shoot right out of the wall and then run a 2-inch line all the way up. I'll probably make the 2-inch conversion right about here, so the only 1.5 inch line we'll be running is right around this elbow. All right, I'm in the pump house, so I think I'm gonna start right here just because this is kind of a major landlock of this plumbing system. So I'm gonna cut this pipe, we're gonna plumb in the new 2-inch line, run a 10-foot pipe going out of the wall. Instead of a ball valve, I'm just gonna be putting a normal clean out. The ball valves were like 35 bucks. We only need to open it through the winter, so I figured a clean out would work just as fine for this. All right, that's out. All right, so gluing pipe is super simple. First step, after you cut it, you just want to make sure the inside and outside is deburred. So I just use a little deburring knife. It's not great for doing the outside, but you can kind of make do if you just lightly pass over it. All right, so we got that deburred. Next step is going to be priming the joint first. So this is what actually cleans your PVC and creates a good chemical bond. So this is just a standard PVC primer. This is what you see on or the purple that you see if you look at plumbing fittings. So we'll prime the pipe, and then we'll prime the fitting itself. And this will be a chemical cleaner. Once that's primed, we'll come back with our glue. We'll get a pass around the inside, make sure we get enough in there. And we'll do a pass around the outside of the pipe. And we'll go ahead, give it about a quarter twist when you put them together and hold them for about 10 seconds. And that's it. Super simple. All right, plumbing in the pump house is done. So the name of the game is just wide sweeping turns. That reduces your friction in the pipe the most. So I use a wide 90 here and then a wide elbow. That's really a sanitary elbow, but it works perfectly for this. And then just swapped out the ball valve for a clean out, just due to that's way cheaper to use. So let's go ahead and get a pipe running through the pool wall. All right, so I need to get a pipe through this hole all the way under the sidewalk. So my thought was that I picked up this 2.5 inch cap, or 2 inch cap. We're not gonna glue this on, but I'm gonna put that. That's gonna prevent the pipe from filling up. This, fortunately, fits through the wall, which is great. And then this, hoping I can basically pound on this pipe and be able to force it under this sidewalk, but let's find out. I don't know if that's gonna work. Yeah, I'm gonna have to clean out some dirt first. We got it through. There we go. Beautiful. Down to one last fitting, so it's just need to put a small section of pipe in here with 2 couplers. So really the trick to doing this type of plumbing is just thinking through the assembly process, because if you do it in a wrong order, it gets really difficult, if not impossible, to be able to insert all of this together. But besides that, as long as you can think ahead, plumbing is super simple. Just make sure to get all your joints glued properly and make sure that they're watertight. Pipe is in, so we got 2 inch running all the way from the filter back up all the way to the pool underneath the sidewalk through our new hole in the wall, which is awesome. So again, upgrading this from 1.5 inch to 2 inch just better flow. We did some wider elbows and fittings in the filter house, so should just reduce the pipe friction quite a bit. I wish I could have gotten this corner to fit better, but just with the 45s and kind of stock fittings, really couldn't do much about that. So might hold off on filling that back in until I get some gravel to stick under that pipe. But long term, I want to bring in a load of clay to be able to build this hill up so that pipe is not sticking out like it was before. But all that's left to do is fill this trench back in. That will probably be tomorrow, and that's about all it's going to be for this episode. Woo! The plumbing is done. So we got the trench all backfilled all the way down back to the filter house. I put some sand back in this area. I'm gonna have to pick up a little bit more fine sand to put these bricks back in. Again, left the pipe running long just so I can flush that off whenever I waterproof this pipe. Haven't really figured out how I'm gonna do that. But on the next episode, we're gonna be building a concrete form that wraps all the way around this, which should be pretty exciting. So my buddy Cole is gonna come help me out. There'll be some good carpentry. I have I think a pretty good way to build this form. So stay tuned. Please subscribe if you're enjoying this content, and don't forget to check out the earlier videos in this series if you want to see how I got all of this other work done. So thanks again for watching. See y'all in the next episode.